Hello everyone, I've got a retro handheld console. It's the Anbernic Rg351P, and this console was purchased from parkiddy.com, Parkiddy official website. And this is the box. It's in white. The console comes in 3 different colors: black, purple and white. If you do buy from parkiddy.com, then please use the code PARKIDDY so you get 5% off, or you can use the code PARKIDDYLOVE or love PARKIDDY. So when you see the option to input discount code, just type PARKIDDY, POWKIDDY. Anyways, we'll unbox the console. So you've got your D-pad here, and then you got your 2 analog stick, A, B, X, Y, your start, select, and at the top you got your R1, R2, L1 and L2. Then you got your Type C USB cable input, then headphone jack, and then another USB input, and this is for the Wi-Fi dongle. And at the bottom you've got your 2 speakers, your reset button, and then your SD card slot. And this is a 128 GB SD card. I did buy this from Parkiddy with 128 GB memory card. Then on this side, the right side, you got your volume control, and then on the other side you got your power button. We'll just quickly switch it on, and I'll just show you what else is inside the box. So you've got your USB Type C cable, your Wi-Fi dongle here, and a user manual. So you got the Chinese and the English writing on the other side, how to operate the system. Then you get your, I think, screen protector here. I've not used them yet. And then this does not come in the box, so you have to buy this separately, and this is a SD card reader. So if you do want to install games, you need to buy one of them USB SD card reader. If you do try to use the USB cable from your PC or your laptop to into your Rg351P, you won't able to read the files. So to transfer games or transfer any files, you need to buy a USB SD card reader. When you load up, you will see all the systems that are running on this console. So you got your Nintendo DS, Final Burn Neo, Mime, WonderSwan Color, Capcom, Play System 1, 2, 3, MSX, PC Engine, Nintendo, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Open Ball, Bits of Rage, Sega Genesis, Game Gear, Mega Drive, Dreamcast, NEOGEO, NEOGEOPOCKET, PS1, PSP, and your old games. By the way, I'll quickly show you something. If you press start when you load up this console, it will take you to the main menu. When you press start on here, you can change some of the settings. So you go your EMULAC settings, that's the firmware that is running. So on here you can enable Bluetooth, and then if you go to game settings, you can actually change the aspect ratio of this console. I mean, by default all the games are, I think, running on 3:2, and then if you want to change individual console setting, then you go to per system advanced configuration, press A, and then you select the system that is running you want to configure. So if I press Sega Genesis, on here you can see everything is set to auto. I can actually manually change the setting for the Sega Genesis system. So game ratio is core provided, which is basically it's on set to auto. So if I press here, on here you get the option to change the game ratio, but I would leave it on default. And one other thing, just to let you know, if you do want to switch off this console, you press start and go at the bottom, the main menu, press quit, press A. Then on here you want to shut down the system. I would say this is the safest way to turn off the console, rather than you just holding the power button. If you do press the power button once, it goes to sleep mode, and then if you hold on to it, you'll turn it off or on. Anyway, and let me just show you back of the device. So you got this two rubber feeling. I mean, this will help you hold the console firmly where it doesn't slip out of your hand. And on the specs, I mean, it says up to 8 hours playtime with having full charge. I would say 5 hours is more accurate, and you need to charge it for probably 2-3 hours, then you probably get 5 to 6 hours of playtime. And I'll show you the games that are running in each system, and most of the games, or all the games, were pre-installed. So these games are for Nintendo DS, which were pre-installed. Like I said, I've only installed probably 10 games, probably 6 or 8 games for PS1 and 2 or 3 for PSP. The rest were pre-installed. The console does come with probably more than 5,000 games built in from different systems. This is the benefit when you buy from PowerKiddy website. They're a bit naughty, so you don't need to worry about installing games. Most of the games are already installed from different systems. And with this console, I mean, it's easy to use. You just turn it on and you're ready to play the games. You don't have to do much. That's one color. That's Capcom Play System 1. Capcom Play System 2. That's CPS 3. MSX. PC Engine. NES, your Nintendo Entertainment System. Almost 300. Game Boy, or 219 games for Game Boy. Super Nintendo. 183 and 64. Just to let you know guys, if you do buy this console to play PSP or Dreamcast or N64 games, this console is not powerful enough to run the PSP, your N64 and Dreamcast games, so it will struggle. I mean, up to PS1 games they work perfectly fine. That's Game Boy Advance. Sega Genesis. Game Gear. That's your Mega Drive. Dreamcast. NEOGEO. NEOGEOPOCKET. PS1. Most of the PS1 games, I mean 80% were already pre-installed. The ones I've installed, I think the Italian Job, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil 3 I think, or 2, one of them I've installed myself. The rest were pre-installed, like I think two of the Pro Evolution Soccer I've installed them myself, and Tekken 3 also. And your PSP games, I think 2 or 3 I've installed myself, which was Pro Evolution Soccer 2006 and 2008. And you guys will try playing one of the PSP games and see if it runs. As you can see, for PSP games, it's showing the frame per second. It's on 60. When you try playing PSP games, I mean, the frame per second is not stable. It drops sometimes to below 30, sometimes above 30. We'll skip this and jump into the game. So this is a PSP games, Pro Evolution Soccer 2011. So you can see the FPS is dropped to 15.
Tries from a way out. It's over and by some margin.
There's some screen tearing and some flashes on the screen, so it's not running smoothly. Also probably 70% PSP games is playable. It's not 100% perfect.
No, not going in. A bad try though. So far they've played the better football. Looking very dangerous. Adriano. It's 1-on-1. And a punch away by the keeper there sends it behind for a corner kick.
You can see some screen tearing and flashes on the screen, and the FPS, it keeps dropping, it's not stable. I mean, the console is not powerful enough to run PSP games.
All targets to aim at. Another cross coming in. The clearance is barely out of the area. He has a go. Well, at least he went for it.
And you guys will quit this game and try from a different system. So to quit game, what you do, you just hold down, press the both analog stick at the same time, and for PSP games you'll see this option, then press X again to exit, and here you need to press exit again. Then it will take you back to where you can choose the games and the system. I'll press B again and we'll try a different, we'll try one of the games from PS1. We'll try Tekken 2. As you can see, PS1 games, they look great and it works perfectly fine. There is no issue. I've tried quite a lot of PS1 games and they work perfectly fine. And for $90 for a console like this, I mean, to play up to PS1 games, I think it's worth it. And you guys, once more, to go back to the main menu where you can choose your system and your games, what you do, you press down both analog and then press B and then go down and quit RetroArch. That was your PS1 games. We'll try one of the maybe older games from NEOGEO. I'll try Metal Slug. So this is an arcade game where you do, you press select and then press start. we'll try one of the Mega Drive game, Sonic 2. I mean, the classic games, they look really good. This is a Mega Drive game, Sonic 2. I will try one of the games from Capcom Play System 3. Try Street Fighter. Just a quick one, how to install games. So first of all, you need to have a USB SD card reader. You just push the SD card and then put it into the USB card reader, plug into your laptop, your PC. When you load up, you see two partitions. One is Emulec and the other one is games. So you click on the partition where it says games, then you see folders such as GBA for Game Boy Advance, PS1 for PlayStation 1, and then if it's a PS1 game, then you drop into the PS1 folder. It is simple as that, drag and drop, and make sure the file is correct. I mean the extension, if it's a zip file or a .rar file, you might have to extract them, and it should work. I mean, I don't see any issue. I've installed quite a few games and they work perfectly fine. I would say this is a good retro handheld console to have, and if you're new to retro handheld, I mean for under $100 you can't go wrong. It's easy to use. You just turn it on and then pick a system you want to play and pick a game and you're ready to go. I mean, the games I've tried to play, such as PSP or Dreamcast, I mean, they're not really playable. It doesn't work that great, but other than that, up to PS1 games, it works fine. It is good as gold. One thing, I mean, playing games for more than 1-2 hours, it can be really difficult depending what games you're playing. If it's old classic games, you're only pressing 2 buttons, I mean it's fine, you can play all day long. But when you're trying to play maybe a PS1 game or a PSP games, because you have to use all the buttons, it can be a bit tricky playing for long hours. So therefore I would say I would like to see a console that is built or designed like a PS5 or a PS4 control pad, where you can hold firmly and play for hours and hours. Nevertheless, I mean, this is still a good console to have. Anyways guys, until then, ciao.